Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Candace. Hey, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and the bell button so you guys can get notifications every single time that I upload. So yeah. Alright guys, so today is week 3, day 5. Since I've had my C-section, since I've had my beautiful, precious baby boy, Jaden Vincent Carter, and I kind of want to update you guys, let you guys know how life is going with him, and pretty much like a little bit of my recovery, my experience, and just like everything really, like, yeah. So Jaden is actually here with me. He's in his mobile bassinet. He's sleeping. I was gonna pick him up, but I really don't want to like mess with him because he just fell asleep and he's sleeping so good. So if he starts whining, I will pick him up. But look at you, cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm not crying. You are. My baby. Oh my gosh. He's got good freaking hair. He has my hair. CJ has like super tight curls and my daughter has super tight curls, but he has like bigger loose curls. And yeah, like look at his lips, dude. He got some good lips. And you're probably thinking like, what in the world? Why? Focus. Baby, can you focus? Basically, this room used to be my fabulous beach theme guest room. I had a brand new bed set, brand new everything in here, from Ashley's brand new bed. The guest room literally was only being used, like, it's only been used in the past 2 years. It's only been used about 3 or 4 times. So we found it more useful for it to be a nursery because we have a 4-bedroom house. We have our room, our daughter's room, our office, and of course this empty guest room. Or it wasn't empty, but this guest room. And it was like either sacrifice our office or our guest room, and I decided the guest room because I need my office. My office is what pays the bills. Hello. Like, originally we were just gonna keep all his stuff in our room, but we decided to just, you know, there's not enough room for that, so we just put all his stuff in here. So right now we're in the middle of like decorating, putting things together, taking the old guest room stuff out and like putting everything. I'm just gonna show you guys. So obviously I have my little setup right here, so I'm just using this as like a camera setup, so ignore this, ain't gonna be here. But I had gotten this dresser. This was lamp, like I said, it was a beach themed guest room, so I had this lamp. So I'm gonna tie this into the room because his room is gonna be like sailor, nautical type theme. To my phone, I got this smart changing table or changing thing where it weighs, and there's an app that comes with it. You know, I got everything. You know, originally before he was here, I was gonna be so organized. You know, I did everything so nice, and then, you know, life happens. He came and I just stopped being so organized. And you know, just, it's like a cute little, his crib is in our room. Right now we're gonna move it in right there. I had this chair in my room, but I decided to move it over here. This was in our front den. His laundry basket. I'm gonna get a shelf for this so it doesn't look like that. And then his closet. All the clothes. This I'm getting rid of, that I'm getting rid of. This was for the guest room for whenever people came and they wanted to put their stuff away. So, okay, so guys, to share my experience. So my scheduled C-section was scheduled April 4th. My due date was April 8th, but I went April 4th. And basically, if you knew me, if you saw me on social media, you would see that I'd be freaking out almost every day about the C-section. Now, yes, I had a BBL. I've been through surgery before. I've had a lot worse pains, like painful experiences. So, excuse me. So for me to be a big baby, I don't know why. I just was, but my excitement for him coming was more important. And the reason why I had to get a C-section, guys, is because my first pregnancy with my first daughter, who was 5. So, you know, the reason why I had to have a BBL, what the hell? Wrong surgery. The reason why I had to have a C-section is because with my daughter, I'm only 4'11", and with my daughter, I had a 3rd-degree tear not to mention she had a fractured collarbone. Originally they thought it was going to be Erb's palsy when the muscle and the nerve tear, but thank goodness it was just a broken collarbone. Yeah, that's still bad, but at least it's not like permanent nerve damage. Like I was ecstatic when I found that out, and it was just like a traumatic experience. So my new doctor decided C-section was the better route, because you know what I had was considered a dystocia. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but in other words, if you had that before, there's a high possibility that it could happen again. And I don't care about the pain personally. I more care about his well-being and his safety, and I didn't want him to have this time it actually be Erb's palsy with the nerve damage. So that is why I took the C-section route. And basically the day before I had to get my blood work, and then the next day my appointment was at 9:30, and I was supposed to be there at 7:30, which I did. You guys saw my little vlog. And originally I started crying. Like I cried like a baby. Like I'm not talking about like tears, I'm talking about boo-hoo crying, like Wah! like that kind of crying. And you know, my nurse was there, my anesthesiologist was fantastic. Like my last experience with my anesthesiologist, like he literally had to give me the epidural shot like 8 different times in my back, and no, it was not my fault, it was his staff and everything was getting mad. They were going to switch him out and everything. This time I didn't even feel the spinal block. I know it's a different needle, but I definitely did not feel anything at all. During the procedure, it went by so fast. It literally felt like 10 minutes. And then after that, I literally like it felt therapeutic being laying there and just like hearing him cry. And you know, I closed my eyes, like I literally was falling asleep. Now here's the part that I was mostly afraid of, which was the pain following the surgery. And everybody told me that it was like bad. And you know, originally when I was getting my BBL, my Brazilian butt lift, everybody told me, oh no, it doesn't hurt, you know, it just feels like you worked out really hard and yada yada yada. Well, guess what? When I woke up from my surgery, I was like freaking hysterical. It felt like I got hit by a freight train. Like it was bad. So that's why I stopped believing people on the internet. I stopped believing half of you guys who tell me, oh, it's not that bad. Guess what? If you say it's not that bad, that means you gotta kind of times it by 2. Like it's bad, but you know, they're trying to mentally like help you. Like no, everybody told me, you know, stick with your meds, be on time with your meds. And I know every experience is different and people have different pain tolerance and pain levels, but for me it really was not bad. I actually didn't experience any pain whatsoever during my entire experience, even to this day. Like they gave me morphine through my spinal block, and then after that they gave me Percocets and Tylenol and Advil. And yes, I kept on it around the clock, but there was times where I really didn't even take it. Like I got off the Percocets because I hate narcotics. I really hate the way it makes me feel. So I kind of got off of that. And I was walking like the next day. Like I could have walked that night, but I was so tired from the whole, like, because I didn't sleep the night before because I was so excited. So really I just started walking the next morning like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was just such a, like, I love the experience of being in the hospital. I just love being pampered. And I mean, yeah, I had a catheter, and then the CNAs, I felt bad because they had to clean me up. Dang, farting. I call him stink because he's always farting. I know, like, I try to burp him, I try everything, and he still tends to get like gassy a little bit. Anyways, other than that, like, you know, it was like a great experience. I was only there for 48 hours and then I went home. And since being home, I don't work a job, so it's not really that hard for me. I can wake up. With my daughter, I was in high school and I was working a job, so waking up in the middle of the night was like exhausting. Like it was so hard for me to function. I don't even know how I got through it, but I did. But this time around, I sleep during the day. I sleep when he sleeps sometimes. And he wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 or 2 to eat, and then between 6 to 7, 5 to 7 for his second feeding. And then from there, you know, I feed him throughout the day. He eats every 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4 at night. But he's been a pretty easy, well-going baby. I strictly breastfeed. I'm not exclusively like nursing. I nurse like 90% of the time. The only time that he's bottle fed is when I'm sleeping and CJ needs to feed him. So yes, I'm pumping milk. I'm pumping a lot of milk actually, because I'm freezing it, because once he starts getting teeth, Like, that's it. Like, that, no more booby time for you, because I ain't trying to get my nipples chewed off. I've heard nightmares about that, and I'm not trying to experience that. Who knows, maybe it's not even that bad. I'll probably continue to nurse. It's just in the event I decide not to. I also heard a lot of like good things about breast milk baths, which I'm starting to get into with him on that. But other than that, like, it's been like such a smooth going experience. Like, for me, I am financially set, so I don't really have to worry about too much of like the finances of all the baby stuff and things like that, and the struggles of that. And you know, like I said, time wise, I'm able to tend to him 24/7. Yes, I have a 5-year-old daughter. Oh, and just to kind of go on that experience, my pediatrician told me kind of keep them separated a little bit until he gets vaccinations, because she goes to daycare. She does VPK out of daycare. So with that, she's always sick, and I don't want her to take it. Well, my pediatrician and me don't want her to transfer those germs that she might be immune to him, and then he's not immune to it yet, so he starts getting sick. And with newborns, everybody knows that when newborns get sick, it's really, really bad. What can get very, very bad. And but you know, she's very good with him. She's so obsessed. I'm obsessed. CJ's obsessed. We're all obsessed. He's just like our precious little baby boy. Yeah. But yeah, oh my gosh, he's red right now because he's pushing. And he does not like the pacifier. I don't like the pacifier either, but it helps him sometimes. Because sometimes it's the only, like, sucking on my boob is the only thing that makes him go to sleep. And I don't want to be him attached to me like all night long and stuff like that. But he's always spitting it out. Sometimes he'll keep it for a little bit until he falls asleep, and then he spits it out. But other than that, oh, my scar. Now, sometimes I scar bad, sometimes I scar good. It just really depends. With my C-section scar, it's about this big. I was so afraid to touch it. Now it feels like a zipper. Like when a zipper is zipped up, that's what it feels like. It's weird. That's what CJ said, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. Yeah, so I think that's what it feels like. It's been healing pretty good. Like I said, it really have not been in any pain. If I had to choose between a tear and a C-section, but my decision again was not based off of my experience, it was based off of the well-being and the risk for my child. But if I had to choose, if it didn't matter about like if the baby was gonna be fine regardless, I would rather do a C-section, because C-sections were like, it was super smooth, easygoing, it was fast. With my daughter, I was in labor for like 10 hours, even though it went by really, really fast. But it was just a longer process, painful. Like I couldn't sit, I couldn't stand, I couldn't even walk, I couldn't pee, I couldn't poop. Like I was in so much, like imagine like the most sensitive, tender spot on your body being ripped apart and then stitched back together. Like it's a nightmare. Like I'd rather not be able to cough and sneeze and laugh. Oh, it was so funny, dude. Yo, so we came back home, and I told CJ before, because he always makes me laugh. I was like, do not make me laugh after the surgery, because I heard it's really bad. So we go home, and CJ and his mom's at the house, and we're with the baby, and then we have Animal Planet on. And this freaking bird, I might just put a clip in it. This freaking bird, like, it was a baby bird, and he jumped off the cliff, and then his mom was like, I wasn't even really paying attention. I was holding Jaden, and his mom, oh my gosh, his mom was like, did that bird just jumped off? Is he falling? And then CJ looked up, he's like, no, I think it's flying, because its wings are wide open. And then next thing you know, it like literally a second later, the bird like bounced off a rock on the cliff and just started tumbling and rolling down. So I guess it fell off the cliff or jumped off the cliff. But I started dying. Like, it was so funny. And it was like 5 minutes long of this bird just straight falling and hitting the rocks and the sides of the cliff. And I was just, oh my God. And it was like painful. Like I was crying and laughing at the same time, because we were just all dying. And my freaking incision was, at that time, yeah, my incision was like kind of burning a little bit from the laughing. But that, I can agree with that. The laughing and the coughing, it's like, it does make it hurt. But other than that, like, it's been pretty good. I'm so happy. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I could say, but this video is getting kind of long, so if I'm leaving anything out, guys, drop a comment down below, ask any questions. If you want another video, or if I, you know, want me to go more into depth into stuff, because I know a lot of people find me, like, are new and find my videos and have more questions, so feel free. I will definitely make more videos. Like, hello, that's what I does. But yeah, and also with my BBL, my butt just got bigger. I still have like curves. It's just my stomach like hangs over now. So I gotta find a way to get rid of that. Because I heard you really can't get away from that pooch after a C-section. But I mean, I could do a tummy tuck, but I don't really want to do no more surgeries. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So again, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment below if you have any questions. And yeah, with that being said, bye guys. Say bye, Jaden. Oh.